Hi friends, welcome to another Sunnyside Design video. Hope you caught our video last Saturday on how to declutter your home. Today's video kind of goes hand in hand with that.
Yes, we're going to talk about organizing today, and all of us have places in our home that could use a little tweaking with organizing.
Kind of embarrassing,
and
but it's true.
We're going to open up places in our house and you're going to see some of the stuff where we need a little bit of organization. And I love to organize. It's just something I love to do. But we're going to just kind of show you step by step how we go about doing each of these areas. But the most important part is we're going to show you that you can make it quick and easy. Each little segment we're going to do is going to be, not that the segment's going to last 15 minutes, but we're going to do 15 minutes of organizing, and we'll speed it up so you don't have to sit and watch us boring
But the
organizing.
point is you can do any of these areas in a short amount of time
so that you can block off 15 minutes a day, 15 minutes a week, whatever it is, so that you can feel like you're getting somewhere with your home, that you've got it organized. You've got one area organized. In fact, today we're going to start in my kitchen. That's why we're in here. But I will show you some other areas that I have organized that have remained organized because we put in good systems. And we've gone through Steph's kitchen too and done some of that. We haven't done all of her kitchen yet. We're working on it.
My embarrassing drawers too.
But we're going to show that we're going to do it in 15-minute segments so you can, it's like eating an elephant bite by bite. We just take off this.
An elephant.
Well, haven't you heard that term before?
No.
Okay. Anyway, if you were going to eat an elephant in one bite, it would be impossible. But if you do it bite by bite, so we take this enormous problem of clutter, which we talked about, but organizing, and we take it into small little bites. That's going to make it easier to do. So stay tuned. We're going to get started in my kitchen right now. All right, we're gonna begin with my freezer. So I don't know if you've got the freezer on the bottom, but I've got a freezer on the bottom and I have a counter depth fridge. So I actually have a little less storage space. And so you've got the bottom basket, which makes a mess. And so on the top, I mean, it's not too bad on the top, but the bottom is where everything gets thrown and you have to kind of dig through to find everything, and it's dirty. So we're gonna clean it quick and organize it. So first thing we're gonna do is take everything out of the freezer. All right. For each little cleaning or organizing segment we're going to do, we're gonna set the timer for 15 minutes and only work for 15 minutes. Some of these I'm confident will finish before 15 minutes. So you can watch and see that it really can be done. The first step to organizing the freezer is to remove all of the food. I used a cooler to put all the food in and then wipe it out and get it clean and ready to put the organization system in and organize the food. All right, before we get into putting everything back in the fridge, I did pick up these little containers at Dollar Tree. I'm going to put the little Otter Pops in. And because of the depth of my fridge, I had to hunt to find a container that would fit in my lower basket so I could divide up that basket and make it more organized. I found these at Target and they fit perfectly 4 across. So I did that ahead of time. That can't be counted in your 15 minutes of cleaning. You got to do a little bit of prep work if you're going to need some organizers. So these were found in the bath section, where you find towels and shower accessories at Target. And they fit perfectly in the lower basket of my freezer. These containers that I picked up at Target were the perfect solution for the drawer of my freezer. They fit across perfectly, there's no gapping, and I am able to keep the food in the bottom drawer neatly organized and sorted. I've got a container that's frozen fruit, one is frozen veggies, and by the way, there you're seeing some of the mysteries I found in my freezer. Who knows what that was, but it went in the trash. So I've got fruit, frozen veggies, and then my meat, and I'm able to keep them all sorted by using this system. By adding these containers to my lower drawer of my freezer, I'm able to keep all of my food vertical, and I can easily see what I have at any given time. We did it. We were able to organize my freezer in less than 15 minutes. Let's recap the steps for organizing your freezer. First, you want to remove all of the food from the freezer.
Clean up any spills, and then most importantly, you want to add storage containers to help you maintain order. Then replace your food and sort your like items together.
Guys, this is an embarrassing corner. Flat surfaces are like magnets, and I don't know why, but things just always end up on this counter and it drives me nuts, and I have to get rid of it.
So for 15 minutes, we're gonna quickly put everything away that goes on, that's on this counter, where it belongs.
To clean this countertop in less than 15 minutes, we cleared everything off and we placed some bins on the floor. And we sorted the items into different locations they needed to go. One was for the garage, one was for the basement, the bedroom, the videos, wherever it needed to go. And then we were able to take those to their respective places and put it away quickly.
We successfully cleaned off this countertop and got all of the stuff that was on here to the room or the file or wherever it needed to go in less than 15 minutes.
Let's recap the steps to clearing off a counter that is cluttered. First, sort the items into bins or boxes. Take the bins to the location and return the items to their home. To keep counter clutter at bay, do this daily. It really only takes a few minutes.
All right, my countertop is clean now, and you know what? It's silly that I let it build up, because it did. It took maybe 10 minutes is all to put stuff away. It's just life is busy, and that's the catch-all. But I am a little bit embarrassed to show you this next one. I have a drawer that once started with some order. See, I mean, there's folded towels. But other
Halloween ribbon.
Hey, because it goes with those skeleton napkin rings I did.
Okay,
But see,
goes for
yes, I
Halloween.
know.
Okay, we're
Yes,
gonna
help.
tackle this drawer right now.
We're going to begin by emptying everything out of the drawer. Do you see we've got a little bit of a pattern here? It's best to just start with a clean slate when you're organizing a drawer, a cupboard, any space. So we'll clear out the drawer. We will purge items that Steph no longer uses, and we will get rid of those, put those in a donation box. We'll put items that need to be grouped in a drawer where they belong better together. As you can see, we've got miscellaneous lids and sacks and all kinds of things in this drawer. Next, we'll want to wipe it clean and get it all ready to reorganize. We folded each of the towels, the washcloths, the napkins, everything nice and neat, and replaced them in the drawer.
Now we have some extra space in this drawer. We're probably going to take some items out of the pantry that would be more accessible in this drawer. Now we've got some space.
I wanted to share a couple of other drawers that we have organized so you can get some ideas of ways that you can keep your kitchen organized. I have taken all of my spices and put them in the same type of container so that they are all uniform, and then I have labeled them with my Brother label maker and have them alphabetized in a drawer. And then I keep my little spatulas and whisks and things like that, measuring spoons, right next to them. And those containers are from IKEA. They are very inexpensive. I want to say less than $5. So it keeps this drawer next to my stove nice and organized and convenient. Another space in a lot of kitchens that can get in a little bit of disarray is the plastic container drawer where you keep like Tupperware and Ziploc containers. And I've kind of migrated towards the glass containers that have a plastic lid, but I do have a few plastic containers left. But the key organization piece in this one is my lid storage organizer, and I picked that up off of Amazon, and we'll put a link in the description for that if you're interested for that. But it keeps all of the lids neatly organized, and you don't have to hunt for a lid because they are sorted by size. Let's recap how to organize a drawer, a cupboard, anything in your kitchen, or it could be actually any location in your house. You want to remove everything from the drawer or the cupboard. You want to purge broken, worn, or items that you just don't use. Sort and keep your like items together, and then neatly fold and return items back to the drawer. Steph, in her case, she had some Halloween decor in there. I realized it was napkin rings, but she really just didn't have the space for it. So we put those back in the Halloween decor in her basement, and then purged items that she just wasn't using. And so we had a lot of space left in the drawer that we can use for other items that are in her pantry. Another tip, if you are short on space for towels, you can store those vertically, and if you place them vertically, you'll get a lot more room in your drawer.
All right, we are now in a room I'm a little bit embarrassed about because this is my laundry room where I tend to throw junk when somebody's coming over and I don't want to deal with it at the moment. And so in a minute you're going to get turned around and see. And besides that, we haven't renovated this laundry room and it's pretty ugly. But I'm going to set the timer for 15 minutes and we're going to go to town on my junk drawer. I keep my junk drawer in my laundry room. A lot of people keep it in their kitchen, so I kind of goes with cleaning the kitchen, but it can be done in 15 minutes. I've already implemented some organization ideas in here. It just needs a little quick refresh, and then you're going to see my counter of my laundry room, which is where I dump things. So we'll get rid of that too. We'll get that put away.
First of all, before I can really organize this drawer, I needed to clean off the counter so that I could empty the items out of the drawer and start organizing it. So once everything was out, I vacuumed up the crumbs and dusts and things that were in there and then gave it a good wiping. And then I started replacing the items. I have a container in the back for tools and things like that. And then I used a cutlery organizer to organize my markers. I've got stain markers for the furniture. I've got glue and tape and a stapler and lead and binder clips, flashlights. All of these things get organized, and I try to find organizers that fit the entire space of the drawer so that nothing wiggles around, and it will help it stay organized a little bit longer.
All right, we got this job done, this drawer organized in less than 15 minutes. I believe we had 2 minutes left on the timer. I did tweak a few little things and put the Post-it notes back so that I could put all of the glue in one spot.
All right, let's recap how to organize a junk drawer. You want to, once again, empty everything from the drawer. You want to vacuum it, wipe it clean, and get some organizers of some sort to contain your items, and then return the items to the drawer. I like to use the cutlery trays to keep my items organized. There's also just a cheap tray, an organizer from Walmart. It's a great spot to keep your spare parts, handles, extra knobs, and then you can put tools in there, hammers, screwdrivers, flashlights. Just make sure that your containers fit snugly in the drawer so that they don't wiggle around, and it will stay nice and neat.
All right, my next spot to dig into is going to be the coat closet. So there are some items in this coat closet that I've decided really don't belong here. I do have wreaths that I put out on my front door that I put up there, but they make a mess. And so I've got actual storage for holiday decor downstairs, so I'm going to move those out of the way. I also have some other decor off to the side here. I'm going to put all of that down with my holiday decor in the basement, and then I'm just going to go through, clean everything up, and get rid of anything that doesn't fit or I don't use anymore.
The first thing I'm going to do is remove all of the holiday decor that I had kept stored in there that I used to decorate my front porch. That really belongs down in the basement, and at first I thought it was a great idea to store it there, but it just takes up too much room and kind of makes a mess. So then I'm going to remove everything else from the closet and wipe down all the shelves, sweep the floor, get everything cleaned up, and ready to put my items back in. So in this closet, I do have boxes where I keep backpacks for hiking or hydration packs. I do have a box for 72-hour kits. I also have a box for gloves and hats and scarves. So all of those will go into position. And then I went through jackets and coats and put ones that I don't wear any longer in a pile to be donated. And then I've got lots of spare hangers for the closet that I'll put in for guests. I do like to use wooden hangers in my coat closet because coats tend to be heavy and those wooden hangers hold up better. The other item I'm returning to the coat closet is my weights and my yoga mat because those are handy for me to grab quick and easy when I'm heading out the door to do my workout.
We're in my house now, and I get to be embarrassed now. We are here in Kid's room with the closet, and we are going to tackle this closet in just 15 minutes. So first, we're gonna take everything out. Gonna get rid of clothes that don't fit anymore. There's lots and lots and lots of stuffed animals in here, which we talked about in the declutter video, and we are going to go through them all and only keep 5.
While we are organizing a child's closet today, this method will work for any closet. And if you have a large walk-in closet, you may want to just work on sections of your closet. It could be a little bit overwhelming to empty everything out of a large walk-in closet, but doesn't mean you can't do it. But the most important thing is you need to purge. You need to get rid of items that no longer fit, items that you don't wear any longer. Maybe they're dated, they're need repair and you haven't repaired them, and maybe you don't want to, but it's time to kind of clean things up and get rid of them at this time. So in a child's closet, we found deflated balloons, we found toys and puzzle pieces and all kinds of stuff. He has a huge collection of stuffed animals, and we already let him know that he needed to let some of them go. And so the plan was that he could keep 5. So he could choose his 5 very favorite, but they weren't going to fill his closet anymore. There's also in his closet extra bedding for his room. There was clothes in his room that were from his older brother for him to grow into, but they didn't fit yet. And so we actually placed those in bins and put those up out of the way.
Look, a diaper. My baby's almost 7. Swim diaper. Must just got lost up there.
Once the entire closet was emptied out, we wiped down the shelves and then also vacuumed the carpet and wiped down the baseboards. When organizing a closet, we like to group clothes together by color. So we'll sort them by color so it's easy to find what we like. And then his Sunday clothes we put up high on the rack that he cannot reach, but he can get help for that on Sunday.
All right, we have a stack of games and puzzles and Legos and things, and Hot Shots. All of these items are actually going to be heading to the toy room and get some new containers since the boxes are kind of falling apart. We've got a box of clothing that's being donated, and then we have a pile of stuffed animals that will be donated as well. All right, here is Aiden's completed closet. We've got his Sunday clothes up here where he can't reach them, but he can get help on Sundays. We've got the stuffed animals he gets to keep. He gets to keep 5. So we've got 3 in his closet and 2 on his bed. And then these are the clothes that he accesses every day. And on the other side of the closet, we've got extra bedding, pillows, and we've got his hamper for his dirty clothes. We've moved his body pillow down underneath his bed because it was always falling over in the closet and causing problems, but we've got a spot for it now.
To organize a closet, you'll want to empty everything out of the closet and purge out clothing that doesn't fit, is outdated, maybe is never worn, maybe it needs to be repaired and you're really not wanting to repair it or worry about it. You'll want to vacuum the floor, wipe down the shelves and the baseboards and get it all clean, and then return the clothing and sort it by colors.
So another area that needs a little bit of help are the dressers. Sometimes they just are too quick to put clothes away. They get unfolded, things like that. So we're gonna go through and just tidy it up a bit, use some bins to keep it organized.
We first emptied out the drawers we were going to work on. We did them one at a time. We emptied out, this is a deep drawer that can easily become messy because it's so deep. And this is where she stores her pajamas and her pants. So we went through and sorted her clothes on her bed, got rid of pajamas or pants that were too small, and neatly folded them and replaced them in the drawer. Then the next drawer that we did was for smaller items like her socks and underwear and things like that. And so for that one, we wanted to implement some storage bins. And we picked up these at IKEA. They are perfect for organizing socks and tights and the small items. And she can easily see what she has in her drawer and keep them neatly organized. These bins don't fit her drawer snugly, but they will go a long way in helping keep her drawer organized. Doesn't that look so nice and neat? And she should be able to maintain this much easier with these storage bins. Let's review the steps for organizing a dresser. You'll want to empty out the drawers one at a time. It's much easier to do it one at a time than to empty everything out. Purge the clothing that doesn't fit, is outdated, or is never worn. Wipe out the drawers and make sure they're nice and clean, and then return the clothing in, sorting it by type. For smaller type clothing, make sure that you use bins or some sort of system to hold them into position so that they don't get lost all over the drawers.
What do I even say? Guys, this is so embarrassing. For one, there's so much dust. But that is partly due because we're finishing the basement and sheetrock dust and all sorts of stuff. But this, okay. Things are just everywhere in my house right now because the basement's in disarray. But that's no excuse. This is my sanctuary and I need help. So we're going to tackle this one in 15 minutes. Again, we have the bins so we can have things that might need to be donated and then to help us get things to the right places.
We've got our bins on the floor and a box for donating, and we are going to clear off things that do not belong on a dresser. One of them being a paintbrush. So we've sorted everything into the bins and the boxes, and they will get filed away, the paper's filed away, the paintbrush taken back down to the basement. There's a water bottle that goes on the bike. There's a laptop that doesn't work that's been sitting up there. Everything is cleaned off, and then we're going to wipe it down and return the decor back to the dresser. Doesn't that look beautiful? A master bedroom should be calm and relaxing and not filled with clutter. If you have a pile of clutter that you need to take care of, grab some bins for sorting the items, and then return the items in the bins to their proper home. And then clean up and add some decor to the space and make it beautiful in a spot that you'll enjoy.
So apparently I have catch-alls all around my house because this is my laundry closet and I have this pile over here of clothes that do not fit my kids, that they've only worn once or twice. They still look pretty new, so I've had intentions of putting them on the marketplace and listing them and making some money. But you know what? It might be time to donate them. So we're just gonna go through this and pull things out that don't belong, and then my vacuum will actually fit in here again.
The first thing we're going to do is remove those bags of clothes that don't belong in the laundry room. We're going to clean up the baseboards, wipe the floor, and get it all cleaned up. And instead of emptying everything out of the laundry room, because it's such a small room, it would be really challenging, we are doing it shelf by shelf. So the top shelf did have the beach towels up there and the beach bag. And the kids, when they would try to get them down, they would all come tumbling down. So we decided to move those to a lower shelf. So instead we moved the toilet paper and the extra toilet paper and paper towel to the top shelf. Then we went through shelf by shelf, took off the cleaning supplies, wiped it down and made it clean, and then got rid of items that Steph was no longer using. And we worked through this shelf by shelf, taking off the items and then just replacing them. And it was much easier to do that on this particular space than removing everything. This basket contains the cleaning rags, and then over on the left side where her vacuum goes, we installed a couple of hooks. We had one extra hook left over from the mudroom. This way she could hang up her beach bag, and then the black bag holds the tools for her vacuum. And now her vacuum fits nicely into her laundry room, and we also used a command hook to hang up her mopping pads. This space looks so good now. This is the kind of order that every mother needs in their laundry room. Let's review what we did here in the laundry room. We removed the items that didn't belong in the room. We removed items from one shelf at a time and analyzed where their placement should be, and then adjusted it as necessary. And then we added vertical storage. So we added those hooks so we could hang up bags, we could hang up the mopping pads, and create more storage in that small closet.
So we're in the kids' bathroom. Last year we implemented some organization storage underneath the cabinet here, but it does need just a little tidying now and then, so we're gonna do that today.
First thing we're going to do is begin on the lower part of the vanity. We're going to empty everything out from the lower section only right now, and then we can wipe down spills and things that have happened in the cabinetry, and then we can focus on reorganizing those little containers. Throw out the hair bows that don't get worn anymore, go through the styling product, and organize that back in its storage container.
In the drawers, we have used these little dividers from Dollar Tree, and it is snug, so it really works well because they can't move around. So it has stayed orderly. We are just going to tidy it up.
We'll take the bins out of the drawers and just rinse off the dried on toothpaste and clean them up a bit. And then we're going to purge some of those toothbrushes. One of the kids had 3 toothbrushes. Don't think he needs that many. Next, we'll remove everything from the other drawer. This one contains brushes and combs and hair ties and things like that. We'll clean out each little container and then put them back in the drawer and organize the contents. As you can see, it looks so much better now. Now, it wasn't in terrible condition because we did have organizing containers in the vanity, but it does need a little freshening up and cleaning occasionally to keep it looking this way. And you can see how important it is to use storage containers to keep items contained. Let's recap these steps for organizing a bathroom vanity. You want to focus on one area of the vanity at a time, either the drawers or the lower part of the cabinet. Remove everything from the section you're working on and wipe it clean, and then group like items together and organize them into containers. Repeat with the drawers and then find containers that fit the space so that they don't wiggle around and everything stays put. Does this seem like
a doable plan, something that you can implement into your life and into your home. That was our whole goal, is that we would be able to take this by little bits and create a plan that you could accomplish something and feel like you're getting somewhere in your home instead of letting it weigh on your mind all the time.
And let me just say, I tend to be a person that gets overwhelmed easily. And having clutter and stuff everywhere, it makes it overwhelms you by itself.
It does. It
weighs you
weighs
down.
on your brain all the time
Yeah.
because you think you've got to take care of it, you've got to do it, you see it, and you cannot relax.
Yeah.
So get rid of it.
So then just even the thought of tackling many of these spots, because see, you guys know I'm embarrassed to show them to you. So the idea of even starting it, because I had so much to do, that was overwhelming. But you know what? It really wasn't that bad.
And did we do
We
most
did a
things
ton.
in less than 15 minutes?
Yeah.
Most of them took less than
And
15 minutes.
Oh, it just feels so good.
Yeah. Don't you
If
feel
I
good
have
inside?
my dressers clean now, my closets, oh, it feels good.
It does feel good. Anyway, so we just wanted to make sure that you feel like it's something doable that you can do. And so please share in our comments how you feel about this. Are you going to implement it into your home? Are you going to take that 15 minutes and work on one section a day, one section a week, whatever works for you? And we want to make sure that we do have some link posts that we will put in our description section for, we don't have videos for. This was kind of in
When
our
we first
beginning
started.
days. We didn't do video.
But they're great posts on organization.
On
You
organization.
love
So
them.
paper clutter, which is one, and bathroom storage ideas, and then
Fridge and freezer.
the fridge and the freezer. Yeah. So we'll put links to those if you want to check those out and you want some ideas for organizing
We
those.
also have a free printable on our site. We will put a link below for a deep cleaning schedule. So it's basically 10 minutes a day.
For a deep clean home.
Yep.
Yep.
So you never have to do spring cleaning because you just do 10 minutes a day.
10 minutes a day and your house is always clean.
Yeah.
All right.
So thanks for watching. We hope you liked these ideas. We hope we inspired you to tackle your clutter. I know it was scary for me, but I feel so good it's done now. And it does. It just takes the weight off your shoulders, makes you feel good.
It brings joy into your life.
Yeah.
And joyful is what your life is supposed to be.
Yep. So thanks again for watching. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and follow us on social media. All of the links are below. And again, check out all those other posts we talked about. And as always here at Sunnyside Design, we hope to bring your home to the sunny side of the street.